Peace, what's up? This is Common, and right now you in tune with my guy, Nick Gallo, the guy you know. Y'all stay in tune with Gallo. You know how we do. Chicago. Love.
Okay, what's up? It's Nick Gallo, okay, the guy you know. I'm here with the one and only, the legend himself, Mr. Common. What's up, bro?
What's going on, Nick? It's great to see you, man.
Right?
Yeah.
I want to tell you first, though, how are you? You've been on a roll right now. It's been going, you've been busy.
Yeah.
How have you been enjoying it? Just this, like, I feel like now we could actually do stuff again out of COVID where you could not be scared of anything anymore and kind of get
Yeah.
doing promo fully. How's it been, though, with, the promo of the new book and then we rise, it's out. How does it feel?
It feels really wonderful because I really wanted this book to be something that was tangible for people. And once you get out there and start talking, you start realizing what impact it could be having and how effective it is. Like, you know, it's times when I'm doing interviews or I'm at a book signing and people are telling me, "Yo, Carmen, I started eating this today. I got my workout in here, man, and thank you for talking about therapy." So it's like I really it's rewarding when you get around people and you feel like, oh, this is doing something that I really wanted it to do. I wanted it to reach people's like hearts and souls and them to make changes for them, you know?
Yeah. And how does it feel though too? Like it's crazy. I remember when you released your first book. And it's 20, what was that? 2011, and then 2019 the second book, and now 2024. How does it feel to have kind of like a trilogy right now? You know what I'm saying?
It was like we went and did a quick pop up at Barnes and Nobles in New York, and they had the three books sitting on the counter for a second, and I was like, wow, I've written three books, man. I never knew that I would even be writing books, and I always loved to read, to be honest. Like like as a kid, my mother would make me do book reports and stuff, but then, growing up as a young adult, I always wanted to find out things and seek things, and self-help books was one of my favorites. So to know that I've put out, excuse me, material that people connect to, and just it's some of them the first two were more like memoirs, but this one is even a whole thing. When I looked at this book now and then we rise, and was like, wow, I got like a practical self-help book out that maybe somebody can go reference in their life at any point in their life. I was proud of it, to be honest.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like it's amazing too because it's not a taboo thing anymore either. Like, mental health and just kind of getting your mind right. We could actually talk about it and be open with it. Where before it was such a, you don't talk about, yeah, you okay. You just shrug it off and, survive. That's really how it was.
That's how we were raised and taught to that, like, psychiatrists, therapists was not what we do. And like it was almost like a weakness if you decided, the people that went to it, they'd be like, man, he used a psychiatrist. And it's something how that stigma and that mentality had affected us through these years. And it took for me to discover for myself when I was finding myself in like cycles,
Yeah.
as Jonathan McReynolds would say, like cycles where you're just doing the same thing over and over in life and not moving forward. It took that for me to go to therapy and to say, hey, you know what? I'm a person that's always looking to be better. I want to be better within myself, a better human being, a better child of God, a better friend, better partner, better father, better artist, better MC, better actor. So I got to do the things that work on myself so that I can be better. Because it's truly no, like really reaching my full capacity of being great if I'm not like working on myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the truth. Yeah, but you've accomplished so much, Common. Like you the ego right now. You know what I'm saying? And I have a feeling you about to be that 20th EGOT. I'm putting that out into the universe for you.
I'm gonna receive your words, man. That would be an amazing blessing to even like be mentioned amongst those other 19 people that have achieved that in this world. That would be amazing to be on that list. I would be extremely grateful and just Man, and to be one of the people to do it from the hip hop community would be just something like, wow, I'm here representing hip hop too, you know? Yeah.
And Chicago, like Chicago, that's the black, like anyone from Chicago, I'm like so happy, and because we don't get enough. I don't know, we don't get enough of it.
Yeah, I get it. Like you know, some people don't look at Chicago as like what it has brought to culture and to the arts and you know to entertainment. But you know, when you do go down that list from tracing back just in music, just music. If you think about from Nat King Cole to Sam Cooke, you know, to like Herbie Hancock, to like Minnie Riperton and Shaka Khan and Curtis Mayfield, and then you get fast forward to Jennifer Hudson and Kanye West and Chance and you know G Herbo and you know Dirk and just artists that just have exuded something unique, something powerful, creative in Chicago. Lupe Fiasco, man, like it's greats, man, from here.
Yeah, for real. Like we got some good talent, that's for sure. But I just want to talk really briefly. You did Broadway 2022, 2023. I got to witness it. What was it? Between Riverside and Crazy, you killed that. Like that was probably one of my favorite. That was my first Broadway show that wasn't a musical, and I appreciated it so much more than like a musical. But how was that process? Because you murdered that.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. It was man, I really enjoyed it and not only just enjoyed it, it was really challenging, hard, but it was one of the greatest experiences I ever had, like in life. Like just artistically, it was like, man, I love getting to act every day. Like every day, I would have to put out what on that stage, no matter how I felt right before we start, and then the bonding of working with that cast. You know, those casts is like the women and men in that cast was superb actors, and we just bonded like just as a family. Doing Stephen Adley Girgis's work, which is Between Riverside and Crazy, and like Jesus Hopped the A Train and The Last Days of Judas Iscariot. He got a lot of Motherfucker with a Hat. He got all these great plays. His work is like has some of the most authentic like dialogue. It was man, it was a joy to do. I really eventually hit a space where I was able to just be free in it. You know, initially I'm like trying to get it right, but Stephen McKinley Henderson, our lead actor from Between Riverside and Crazy, said before I even started, don't worry about getting it right, get it true. Just get it true. Yeah.
And that's an awesome thing you're doing. I like that you were in front of the camp, like on the stage, and now you're a producer on The Wiz. So like that's sick. Congratulations. Like that's just amazing that you got that back to back. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. That.
I mean, first of all, The Wiz is like one of my favorite musicals, like that I've ever experienced as a kid. I used to watch the movie with Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, and Richard Pryor, and Nipsey Russell, and man, it was Lena Horne was in it. I mean, this is like black excellence at its just whew, at its finest. And then, so those songs always stuck with me. So when I was given the opportunity to be a producer on the play, and soon to be Broadway production of The Wiz, I was like, man, this is serendipitous. This is supposed to happen, like because of what this has meant to me, and then to be a producer on like you said, to go from acting to being a producer on a Broadway play is just it's where I want to be because I love theater, and I want to put out and be a part of some of the best, whether it's me acting in something, me writing something, or me producing something. I want to be a part of some of the best Broadway productions.
Yeah. I'm excited for you, like, because it's about to hit Broadway soon. Like, it's still touring. It's about to be, yeah. But my final two questions. You know, we got to talk about it. Robert Sims, you were a man. I was scared of that man. Okay, so we got to talk about Silo. How was it? 'Cause I know you already filmed season two, and how excited are you for the Royalty season two? Because man, season one left that cliffhanger like no what. That was a good. Yeah, it was a good.
Thank you. Well, I mean, Silo has been an amazing like story and blessing in my life. I felt that when we were doing something that felt like I was when I was reading the scripts, I would be like, man, what's gonna happen next? You know, like so it had that energy for me participating in it. But it's amazing when you go to like when it comes out and then you got different walks of life just telling you
Yeah.
like, man, we messed with it though. Like, I mean, I've had some of my friends that just I grew up with tell me they love it. To I remember being at Dave Chappelle's birthday party, and people wasn't asking me about nothing else but Silo. So that's a great feeling because you put a lot of energy and soul and work into the acting and work you do, and sometimes projects don't come out
Yeah.
the way you would envision and hope. But this one, I will say, man, I'm very grateful and proud to be a part of in the second season. Though I don't know when it's dropping, it's fire, bro. It's fire. It's fire for real.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Like I'm on that. I'm waiting for Apple TV just to release the advertisement like coming soon, Silo 2, because that's man. That. But my final question. It's crazy. I was looking this up and I was like, dang, it's been 10 years. So this year marks the 10-year anniversary of the first annual AAHH. So I remember being there.
Yeah.
I mean, you had everyone there that first year. I
Yes.
mean, Chicago showed up and showed out. I mean, Kanye, you, Jennifer. I mean, I think Lupe was. I mean, everyone was there. That was a sick show. Um, have you thought about ever bringing it back? What are your thoughts? Like, how do you feel about it?
Well, first of all, I was just like that iFest, the first one. I was like, this is incredible. Like to to have all those artists and a lot of them, the majority were from Chicago. Like we had Lupe, we had Do or Die come out, Twister, we had Jennifer Hudson, we had Kanye, myself. We were rocking this joint, and then it was some people from other places that weren't even like. SZA was on that
I
show.
remember, yeah, because she was still new to the
She was
game.
new, and she like was early on the festival, like SZA,
Yeah.
and then we had Jay Electronica was a part of it. It was a dope, a really dope like lineup, and I felt so good at what it brought
Yeah.
to the city. I called it the iFest because it's like a breath of fresh air, like and it really was, and I have thought about like how could we accomplish that again because I've had different people come to me like, man, where's the art fest? And I always love bringing joy to the city and bringing something great if we can to the city. So I think, who knows if we can get it cooking back up again. But I thank you for bringing that up because
Yeah.
that was a monumental moment for us to have that festival.
Yeah, and I think that was the first festival I felt in a long time witnessing where I felt excited. Because a lot of festivals, I don't know, you kind of know what's going to happen. And that one, was, I think because it was so much Chicago too, it just meant that much more. And everyone came together. There was no, like, it was all good. It was all good energy. Like, that's one thing I love. And thank you for that. Because I keep that in my, I have even old school videos I have still on my phone from that. That was, that
Yeah.
was a day.
Jeremiah was on there too from Chicago, so I want to shout him out. I'm hoping I'm not missing any other artists that were from the Shy that really got to display themselves on that stage because it was monumental. But I love that you got pictures from it, and who knows, it may be another iFest at some point.
Yes, I'm hoping for it. But, Common, I want to thank you so much. I appreciate you always. You're one of the best to ever do it. Still killing it in the game. You're a legend. And I say that you're number 20. I'm telling you. I'm putting it into the universe, and everyone, make sure you get Common, and then we rise. Now sold everywhere. But it's Nick Gallo, Gallo, the guy you know, here with the one and only Common.